Hello! Welcome to Trish Polish. I'm Trish, and my goal is to swatch as much of the nail polish in Japan as I possibly can. If that sounds like something you'd also be interested in, please consider subscribing. If not, that's okay too. It's still nice to see you. Today we're going to jump right back into Japanese nail polish, and we are going to talk about not a dollar store brand. I know. Who even am I? But today we're going to talk about a Japanese drugstore brand called Holic. According to their website, this brand has about 200 polishes in a ton of different textures and finishes. I legit didn't know this because my drugstore always looks a little sad and picked over, and now I need someone to tell me that I do not in fact have to track down all 200 of these polishes, because let me tell you, the thrill of the hunt, am I right? I'll go over more about the brand, their pricing, availability, and their website after the swatches, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. We've got 6 polishes to look at from their Milky Color collection, so let's get into the swatches. One thing to note really quick about these polishes is that they don't actually have names, they just kind of have numbers. With that in mind, first up is GR711. This one is a really pretty muted out, minty, sage green. To be honest, I was expecting most of these polishes to be more of a jelly-like consistency, but this one is a straight-up creme polish. And you can see here in this first coat that it goes on kind of opaque. I mean, there's some patchy spots, but for the most part, the color is definitely there. In the second coat, everything evened out really nicely, and I was able to get full opacity. This color straight up reminds me of mint chocolate chip ice cream, and let me tell you, that is a craving that is always there. Okay, so the formula is not what I was expecting, but I don't hate it. I really like it, actually. I feel like this is a beautiful color, and it's a really nice transition shade from spring into summer. And here's 2 coats of GR711. Next up is PU115. The name made me laugh a little bit because inside I'm 8, and PU is an unfortunate name for such a really pretty color. Yes, I do realize it stands for purple. Anyway. This one is the exact same consistency as the previous polish, so it is a creme, not a jelly, not a crelly, a creme. The color is like a light, muted out, periwinkle, bluish purple. Like, it's not a straight up lilac, it's not a lavender, it's not really a light purple, it's got a lot of blue in it. Application on this one was also the same as the previous polish. I was able to get it fully opaque in 2 coats, cover up all those little bald patches, and even out the color quite nicely. I don't know if I'm just hungry or if these colors all just kind of remind me of ice cream. Not that I've seen ice cream this color, but this one also looks like it could possibly be ice cream. And here's 2 coats of PU115. Next up is the shade BL917. In the bottle, this one looks like a really beautiful light sky blue creme polish, but as you can see here on the first coat, this one is a straight up jelly polish. It's got that sheer, squishy, glassy look to it. And I don't know, maybe the yellow on my nails is making it look green, but it looks kind of green. I probably could have stopped with this one at 2 coats because it is supposed to be that sheer, jelly, squishy type of look to it, but I really wanted to see what it looked like in 3 to see if I could bring out the color even more, maybe make it look less green. Yeah. I was really happy with the way this one ended up looking in 3 coats. I feel like this is such a beautiful shade for this time of year. It's just like the sky. It's so pretty. And I bet it would look absolutely stunning with an iridescent glitter jelly sandwich kind of look going on. What do you think? Before anyone says anything, I do realize I didn't cover my entire nail here. I don't really know why. Maybe it was the sheerness of the polish like I thought I did, but I didn't. Anyway, sorry about that. I mean, you still get the idea what the polish looks like, right? And here is BL917 in 3 coats. Next up is YE508. In the bottle, this was such a buttery, sunny, lemony yellow color. I thought it was just so perfect for this time of year. So pretty. And this one is the same jelly formula as the light blue color, but in yellow. It's super sheer on the first coat, but that's to be expected of a jelly. I'm not sure if the yellow tint of my fingernails is helping or hurting this polish. And again, this is another one that I probably could have stopped at 2 coats on, but for consistency's sake, I'm going to go ahead in with a 3rd coat. I feel like 3 coats is the perfect amount of coverage for this polish. It's still really squishy. It looks like a yellow lemon gummy candy. I love it. I want to eat it. It's really pretty. Oh, wait. Or is it lemon sherbet? Are we going with an ice cream theme here today? Looking at it now, I see that I probably should have been more careful with my application because there are some spots that are darker than other spots, but overall I'm still happy with the way it looks. And I will definitely be wearing this color this summer. And here is YE508 in 3 coats. Next up is WT038. In the bottle, this one is an off-white, kind of like an eggshell color, and you can definitely see that this one is a jelly polish, so I was curious to see exactly how opaque this one would become on the nails, and I discovered super quick that this one is going to be one of those polishes that takes like a bazillion coats to build up. On the first coat, it's barely there, but I'm pretty sure that's the point. In the second coat, you can see it kind of start to build up a little bit, but it's still really sheer, and I get the impression that this is one of those polishes that would be amazing for a French manicure base or like an off-white kind of almost there base for nail art. In the third coat, it did really build up to a pretty, almost like a soft focus finish, and I'm pretty sure that's because this is basically the same color as my skin. So this one is definitely office appropriate. So for me, this color just kind of brightened up my nail beds and made it look like my nails, only better. And honestly, I'll probably use this one as a background for nail art because it just looks like a blank canvas. And here's 3 coats of WT038. And last up for today is the shade BE325. This polish is a beigey, kind of milk tea-esque cafe au lait colored jelly, and it's super similar to the one we just looked at. In the bottle, it looks darker than the previous polish, but on the nail, it looks really similar. And again, I think that was the point. This is another one of those your nails but better kind of polishes, and obviously not everyone has the same skin tone, so this one was probably made for a different skin tone. It does start to build up in the second coat, but again, I'm going to go in with 3 coats, for consistency and all. Do you see what I mean? Like, it looks super similar to the last polish. For me, I don't think this one is doing my skin tone any favors. What do you think? I feel like this one makes my nail line look super yellow. Is it just me? Do y'all see it too? Definitely not my favorite polish today. That's definitely not the fault of the actual polish. Like, the formula is wonderful. It's just like the other ones. It's the color that doesn't really do it for me. And here's 3 coats of BE325. So what do you think? What do you think they mean by milky? Do you think they're talking about the color, like the actual tone of the color? Or do you think they're talking about the texture of the polish? Or both? Leave me a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Like, I'm not really sure what is meant by the phrase milky color, but yeah, well, what do you think about that? Color could be considered milky, or is it a pastel? Or is that what a pastel is a milky color?
I don't know.
Even though I was really expecting like a more jelly kind of finish from all of these polishes, I have to say that my favorites out of the ones that we swatched today were the first 2. So the light purple and the light green. I mean, not that I have anything against jellies, I just preferred the first 2. Maybe it's because I'm a sucker for pastels. Yeah, it's because I'm a sucker for pastels, that's it. A little more information about Nail Holic. They do come in these super skinny 5 milliliter bottles. So for reference, here's a picture of the super skinny bottles compared to a Holo Taco bottle, and you can see like the width is about double on the Holo Taco bottle compared to the Nail Holic bottle. The size, volume-wise, is the same as the Hello Kitty polishes, but because the bottle is longer and skinnier, you don't have the problem of this super short brush. So I thought that was really nice. The polishes retail for 330 yen, that is including tax, and that is about $3.50 US. As I mentioned earlier, they are a drugstore brand, so they are available at most local drugstores in Japan. You can order them online, but it's really easy to just walk into a drugstore and buy them because in Japan there's like a drugstore in every corner, so that's not a problem. The ingredients are listed on the polishes website, but as far as I can tell, they're not really free of anything, but I don't really know what I'm looking for as far as that goes, so yeah. Moving along. Speaking of their website, why don't we take a look at that together, because I feel like this brand, out of all the ones that we've looked at so far, they've put the most time and energy into their website, and they really are trying to make it as appealing as they can, so I feel like it's worth an in-depth look, so let's take a look at that together. So starting off here at the top, at the very top of the website, you can see top nail care 24/7, how-to collection shopping, as well as links to their Instagram and Twitter pages. And then if we scroll down here, we can see me, the very first box here under topics, they've got this it's an app where you can try on the different polish colors. If we keep looking at the top section, we can see that they do also list some of their limited edition colors as well as new colors. And it looks like they've won 2 pretty big cosmetic awards here in Japan. So let's just keep on scrolling. We have a graph and it's got all of their different collections on this graph labeled cool, simple, feminine, or decorative. So you can choose, I guess you can choose based on if you want a cool decorative polish. You could, well, it looks like you could go for galactic color. Today, the colors that we swatched were Milky colors, and those are in simple and feminine. So if you click on that, it will actually jump you down to the little section on the webpage that talks about the collection. Then if you click on the link, it will open up a different page and it will take you to the Milky Color. Actually, you know what? This looks like an online store. So yeah, you can see the price is 330 yen. That does include tax, and it looks like you can buy it here. There are 12 different shades. I could only find 6 of them. Then if you scroll down here to this very last little drop down menu and you click on that, that's where you can see the ingredients for each polish. Anyway, if we go back to the top, click on how to. I thought this was really nice because they give you little how-to videos on how to do different manicures. So these are nail art videos on their website. If you are interested, I don't believe that you need to know any Japanese to hold up. This is beginner marble nail art. I don't know what part of water marble is beginner friendly, but alright, anyway. Then if you click on collection, that is actually a giant catalog of nail art. So pick one of these, check it out. It'll give you the colors to use. Sometimes it even has a video. So if you click on the movie, it brings up a video of how to do this look. So like I said, they put a lot of time and effort into creating their website. So if you're interested, please do go check it out. I don't think you need to understand Japanese for it. I'll leave the website link as well as their Instagram page in the description box. So please feel free to check that out if you want. Somebody spent a lot of time making this and it's definitely worth a look. So that's going to be all from me today. Before you go, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job. And if you'd like to hang out and talk some more about nail polish, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos every Monday. Thank you guys so much for watching and y'all have a good week.